Yeah. Okay. We are live. I was worried there for a second because it took about twice as long to go live as usual. I think we're having a bit of trouble with bandwidth, so hopefully
Okay, cool.
I'm not frozen or anything, am I, Tammy?
No, you look fine, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Okay. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight with not really knowing exactly what you are coming for other than what Tammy and I are up to. In case you've come here and you don't know who I am Susan Bachelder, and I am here with Tammy Montgomery. And we have some exciting news that we want to share with you. We're launching today, and we're going to tell you a bit about it. We're going to tell you, first of all, the process that led up to it and why it's so important and why it's going to be so powerful and why it's such a gateway. So that's kind of where Tammy said we're going to start. Are you ready to speak on that, Tammy? I'm kind of don't know where we're going to go with this.
Yeah, and that's
how we roll.
That's how we roll. We have no scripts, so we kind of have an outline here tonight. But yeah, I'm just really super excited what Susan and I have to talk about tonight. And it's just kind of, maybe to her and I, it's surreal. So just kind of bear with us because we're just, for number one, we haven't had a lot of sleep. We've been working around the clock. And so, you know, it's just going to flow like we normally do, just like as if we were on a conversation together on a hangout. So you're just going to see and hear the real deal from us tonight. So, you know, we're going to be sharing some information, some of our secrets as you go here. So you definitely want to hear what Susan and I have to talk about. Yeah, I mean, Susan, you know, if you want to kind of start out, like, you know, the kind of the background on your product, and then that's going to give some people in the background on you, maybe, if you want to just share a little bit about you, and I'll share a little bit about me as we go through this. And then it'll kind of make sense for everybody. It'll kind of fuse in, and they'll understand why we're so passionate about helping other people through this means and this method of marketing today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Tammy. I want to just describe one visual thing before I start that. If you don't mind. And earlier today I called it a work of heart because essentially that's what it is. But here's what's really, really interesting is on my part, what I have put into it. It's my work of heart, and I started it about 2 years ago. And interestingly enough, the part that Tammy has put in and brings to it has also been her work of heart. So the part of her overall work that she's most passionate about. And we didn't know that we had the same work of heart. We actually didn't even know each other 2 years ago when we both started this kind of part of our journey. Interestingly enough, it's almost as if the universe was conspiring on purpose or something, because in 2 weeks from today, in 2 weeks, it will have been 1 year since we met. And how we met was on a hangout that I was hosting. So it's almost serendipitous. It's actually kind of freaky. So that's really interesting. It's two paths that were going the same direction, could have just went parallel, but we collided. And then since we started talking about this literally just 6 weeks ago, it's turned into this. And the packaging of this, what we're going to share with you today, just started on July 4th, and it's July 20th today. So yeah, it's a bit mind-boggling. The information and the value has been put together over years, but the actual packaging of it just took place. So I just find that really interesting, and I just thought I would just mention that at this point before I get started with that part. Is just
yeah. It is. It's amazing to me. And when you point that out, I was like, wow, I never thought about it like that. And the significance of, you know, July, and July is a great month. It's always had so many awesome things happening in July. But you're right. I think it was last August when I saw you in a hangout, and I thought, wow, this lady has so much energy, and she's so just just her everything, like literally, like how she talks to people, and then I saw your lava lamp, and I'm like, that's cool lava lamp, you know. So anyway, that's just kind of how like Susan just said, how the paths can cross, and the relationships that you can build in this business is amazing, amazing. You just never know when someone's going to change your life.
Exactly. And that night, I made a decision that at some point I wanted to work with you. Like and that's kind of how I do. Like I see or I meet a person, and every once in a while it's almost like, boom, yes, at some point I'm going to work with that person, or we're going to do something. And so, yeah, this is really cool.
Yes, it is. I think that's cool that people, can kind of like understand that the same thing can happen for them.
It's absolutely possible.
Absolutely.
Relationships are powerful anyway, but in business, and you're going to find out as you listen to this whole process and as you engage with us and follow us, that when you do engage in a relationship, that it has true collaboration. It's not easy to find, but the true collaboration with absolute like respect and honesty, it's a powerful combination, because all parties, if it's more than two, can accomplish more and move forward more and just get way more done. Accelerates everything. So that's really cool.
Exactly. What do we call it, Susan? The mojo?
Mojo, yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. It's true.
She's Joe for my Mo, and together we got some mojo.
Mojo. Exactly. And it's true. It's very hard to the thing about it is it's an even scale. It's like, okay, you want to have that balance, and that's the cool part about it is like I'm not a techie person, so Susan's taught me so much, and she's taught me just amazing things in just a short amount of time that I've met her. So vice versa, and I love sales, and I love marketing and closing and things like that. So that's where I think it's just really cool that we can help one another. So yeah. Pretty awesome. Absolutely.
So step back in time. I started online just over 3 years ago. So my first year was doing websites and learning email marketing and learning sales, small commission kind of sales, but doing that kind of thing. And I was very shy. I had no interest in even putting my profile picture on Facebook, and I didn't know how to do any of the social media stuff or record videos, upload videos, none of that stuff I knew. So I was working in the background learning affiliate product stuff. And then as I explored that more, you very quickly learn that you need more traffic. So then I studied SEO and got into that kind of stuff. Okay, that's all fine. But so where does the relationship come, and how do I expand this reach? So I started looking into that, and then I realized, well, you need to get your face out there for one thing. You need to build relationships, and you need to get on video. Well, I had no interest in any of that and very uncomfortable with that. And part of the reason is just because that's the way I was. I was always the one behind the camera. Loved taking pictures of everybody, but I didn't ever want to be in the pictures or on camera. It's just the way a lot of us are, right? I'm sure you can relate to that, or know somebody that's just not interested in being on the camera. So that was me. And then there's the other side of the coin, is that 10 years ago, I was in a car accident. So during this time frame, well, really up until 9 months ago, last November, I spent most of my time either in the recliner or in bed. And I was not very mobile. Like I was up for maybe 4 hours a day. And and washing my hair was a big deal. Like, I didn't look good because I wasn't feeling good. And in between, I was raising my 2 kids on my own. So when you put those two together, like you don't feel good, you don't have confidence because you're not like winning online, and everything was just kind of a mess. So the thought of video was huge. To me, it seemed like one of those huge, long, unreachable goals. like impossible. It did. It seemed completely impossible for me. But it seemed like something I needed to do to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. Because in amongst that, my goal was to reach people and help people that were in my same position. So I'm having this conversation with myself, Susan, if you don't talk to them, how are you going to reach them and how are you going to help them? Like it sounds silly now that we say that, but when you're in it, you honestly don't know. So I know for a fact that part of my story, and when Tammy tells you that same thing, I know that there's some of you watching that can completely relate to that. You know what you want to do, but it's like you're trying to cross the river or a great lake and there's no bridge. It's just not there. So you can see it, you want to get there, but you have no clue. There's no road, there's no bridge. It's a missing piece. So I pushed past, and some of my videos I recorded even lying in bed. Actually, I forced myself to leave them. I'm still arguing with myself, but so far I haven't won. There is a couple of training videos that I left in just to show the authenticity. There's some videos in the product just to prove that I'm not joshing it. That's where I started this product, literally learning as I went and sharing. So I made myself record, and I had a mission that if it was this hard for me, I wanted to help somebody else get past that. So once I pushed past that and actually started recording videos and pushing past that, then that's when my business became real. That's when I started making more than $11 a sale and $66 a week. It was video. And that's how I started the product. Is that a good place for you to take over, Tammy?
Yeah, I have to definitely jump in here and just say I was amazed, and I've been, throughout this whole process. Obviously, you've been sharing, and I call it kind of spoon feeding me and showing me, okay, this is what you do next, and showing me these videos. And I was like, wow. Then if you can do this when you have a neck injury, laying in bed, then who can't do this? Like, there's no excuses now. And I talk to a lot of people, a lot of my customers and clients and things like that, and they're always worried or scared about video. I used to be scared about video. Now Susan's brought me out on Hangouts. I like to do on calls. I'm a direct response marketer, so she's turned me into more of a, getting on these Hangouts with her. I'm not a public speaker. I absolutely fear being on stage, even though I've been on stage before. But the thing about it is as I reviewed her videos, I was like, it stops you in the tracks. So I'm just, simply amazed, Susan, and proud of your accomplishments and how far you've come, and the thing is like, what your products are and your training, it's step by step, so anybody can follow it. It's simple. And I've said that before, and I like simplicity. I'm a person that likes to have directions. I know everybody kind of wants to have the directions, but just to know that that you persevered through that time and pushed through, that's just it's an amazing testament to your character. It really is.
Thank you. I have something I need to say.
I just have to say that I'm grateful for that you did that. I'm very grateful that you did that, because it's affecting so many lives now, and it's helping so many people. The ripple effect is going to happen, and absolutely. So
right at this point, I have something to say. I was almost ready to release this product 1.5 years ago. Like I had all my lists together of how the modules were going to be and what I wanted it to be, and I was exploring what kind of platform I wanted it to be on. I had some beta testers going through, and they were getting good results, and something was holding me back. And it wasn't the technical part of it or the sales letter or anything. I just felt like I was missing a huge piece. Like I just couldn't do this on my own. And that missing piece was Tammy, because her her energy and her drive and her huge marketing expertise is what my piece was missing. So that's why we're here today. And yeah.
So in other words, it kind of went like boom, and it collided.
Like I had the name, I had the logos, like
yes.
it was all going to be released, but it just, something was just, and it might have been fear. I don't know what it was. Maybe it, I don't know. I'm okay with it because here I am, and I'm just grateful because this is, I'm just thrilled that I'm doing this with you.
That's awesome. And I think the biggest thing that people need to know is like whenever you are marketing online and you're noticing all these 6- and 7-figure earners, you're noticing one thing. You're noticing that you obviously, like Susan said, and Susan and I, it was a light bulb moment. If we wanted to make multiple 6 figures a year, we knew we had to do some of these things. So when people come to me and they say, well, what can I do? So I have obviously, customers, clients, and they don't know what to do as far as the next step. One of my first things that I did, and I had to get over it because this is the thing, it boils down to this. If you have to make money and you have to do things certain way, you have to stay home like I had to because my son was being bullied in school. And it was horrible on him. I had to put him in the counseling. It was a mess. Okay, so if you have to do what you have to do, you will find ways to reach people, like Susan said, and you will express yourself in a way that you can reach out to them, and they'll get to know you through video. And as soon as I started doing that, my business just went boom and exploded. People would literally, and they still to this day, calls, texts, Tammy, I saw your video, I want to sign up, where do I sign up? It's almost like they're throwing the credit card at you in a lot of ways. So it's great. I mean, attraction marketing, you hear a lot about that. I've had some great mentors in attraction marketing, and now we're ready to teach you how to do that process. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing is sometimes people just have to kind of get over that, and that's what we show them how to do too. That's the other cool part of one of your modules. I was like, wow, blown away to get past that fear.
Yeah, because it's not a matter of just get past it.
No, it's not.
And when you're inside of it, we say,
tell people that just get past it. I'm like the tough Tammy love, but then here Susan comes in, and then she literally shows you how.
And then there's those words, right, that we love to use. We'll just do it.
Yeah. But it's not as simple as that, and it's. I wished I would have had this, 5-6 years ago, but hindsight's 50-50. I'm glad I have it now. I'm just saying that the knowledge is power. That's the thing is like I eat, sleep, and drink direct response marketing. I love direct response, and I have that weaved into this product that we have. But then Susan comes through, and then she gives her awesome value with this product with the video marketing training. So it's a great combination, in my opinion. It's a great combination to have because then while your underlying ability, teaching people how to do the videos, you can have your ads out there, working for you so that it's bringing traffic immediately while the other traffic strategies that you teach are going to be stickable. So they're going to be sticking out there.
Absolutely.
It's the best of both worlds. It really is. But I haven't ever been a part of something like this, so it's different. It's a different feel. It's not just a biz op. It's an actual product that you can consume, or you don't even have to promote it. So I've never been a part of that before, so it's a little different. If you want to go into a little bit of that, Susan, maybe that'll help people understand just kind of the angle that we're moving towards with this, or that it is, I should say.
Absolutely. So what we've set it up as is a value-based membership site that has a one-time purchase to give you access to all of the training, and really I think it's about a third or less even of what the actual value is. If you look at market value of putting all the pieces together, we haven't really analyzed that, because essentially what we chunked it down to the point that literally we're thinking of you, the people. What price point would really is workable, like not a huge chunk to start with, and B, can create some great income should somebody promote it. So really that's where we started from, and then we built out from there. The idea was for the people, right? So it's a value-based membership site that is for resale. Here's the kicker, and any of you that know Tammy and work with Tammy know that she loves member to member direct. And what about 100%? There's 100% descriptions or claims, but because it's member to member, this is like as true 100% as you can get. It's the real McCoy. And here's the other thing. We didn't pick something to model afterwards. We chose what we wanted to do for the people and combined that with what we know people need, and then we built it. So we didn't look at a system other than, yes, Tammy has done, she has huge expertise in member to member, so let her speak on that. So I guess there is some modeling there, but really we built out. We didn't like look at something and model it. We just chose what we wanted to give people, and we're just doing it.
Exactly. Well, and I like lists, Susan, right?
Yeah, let's look at a list.
So what I do, and it's so funny because I teach the team how to create checklists and daily map of operations and things like that. I've always taught my team that, and so we kind of have there's other people, of course, that have come out with their DMO, and I've listened to a lot of other gurus give their DMO. Well, my goodness gracious. Their DMO consisted of, I'm going to get out of bed, I'm going to go to the beach, they literally gave me everything except for traffic strategies and the nuts and the bolts. And in fact, let me just think of who I have to say hi to that said he was going to be on this hangout. Apologize if I slipped my mind here tonight. Trying to remember his name. Jason. Anyway, I have lists, so I'm glad I remember. But anyway, the conversation went is he said, I'm an engineer, so I need to have step-by-step directions and flow. And so that's what I always got down to. I was kind of like, my background is mortgages and real estate, so we always had to keep track of deals in the pipeline, things like that. So it's just kind of been embedded into me. So anyway, I told him I would talk about this a little bit tonight, and it's honestly one of the biggest things that, like a Subway, for instance, or a McDonald's franchise, in order for your team to become duplicatable, you have to have the strategies and the how-to on what to do daily. You have to have that in place, and a lot of times other marketers and people like that, they don't have that. So I felt like, okay, well, here's my list of 250 people, that I've brought in an 8-month amount of time. Now, so I know a little bit about member to member. Once you say, Susan, if the numbers are pretty high, right? That's almost like a person a day. Sometimes I'll get 2 and 3 a day. So that's where, and then sometimes I'll have a lull of, 2, 3 or 4 days go by without one. And that's just the nature of being self-employed. But what I'm saying is it's over 250 now. I just had a lady just text me while we're sitting here, so it's going to be 251 tomorrow. So I think the thing is people need to know, okay, then what's this lady doing to generate this kind of money and people coming in? You got to have a strategy. You have to have both, best of both worlds. You have to have the video out there for you, and you have to have marketing strategies, where to go. I've tested places. I've gone through that blood, sweat, and tears for people before, so that they don't have to go through that. So that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. And what I love talking about, just numbers, and just kind of chunking it down. But that's just, I think, one of the things that sometimes, you get all wrapped up in thinking, oh gosh, I gotta do this or I gotta do that today. Well, your main focus should always, always be, no matter what business you're in, if you're not in an internet-based business, but you're honest, your focus has to be customers coming to your door. Because if you don't have customers, then you won't have a business, and you're going to wonder what in the heck's going on. So that's just always, it's in my blood. I've done this for 26 years. I've been self-employed for 26 years. Has it always been roses? No. I can never say that always. It's not. It's been an incredible learning experience. But I'll tell you what, I cannot find a better way to make a living to be able to help people in this capacity. And I just love being able to connect with people, the people that I've run into and meet. Like Susan is just, it's life-changing. And that's my passion. And that's the reason why I do this. And the testimonials and the, just hearing people break out of their, shell like I did, it jazzes me on a daily basis. So I can talk a lot. I can keep talking, but I'll pass it back over to you. But that's my passion, is to, when I hear people say, I just got an email actually before this this call. Congratulations, Justin, if you're listening. So just hearing, wow, I got my first lead, or I got my first sale, or whatever, then I know that I'm changing my little part of the world here, if that makes sense.
That's absolutely powerful.
It's exciting to me.
Yeah. Do you see why that was my missing piece?
And you were my missing piece. So that's an awesome comment.
Does anybody want to know what I was doing while she was explaining that powerful information? Tammy might have.
I'm not even sure what you were doing. I was just going on and on there for a second.
I was listening. I wasn't doing something that I had to think, but I was making something, just one little more piece live.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I'm weird like that.
This is the thing ever since meeting Susan. I mean, we will just crack up. We have blooper videos. I mean, I wasn't going to talk about this tonight, but I have to. We have blooper videos. She'll say something to me. She'll inbox me something, and I'm just dying laughing over here, sometimes. And that's the thing. You just got to have fun with the people that you work with, and just enjoy life. But yeah, she's a character. You're definitely a character. I call you a character. And she's got an accent. I don't have a New York accent. She's got.
No, it's her that has the accent. Don't let her tell you anything different.
So yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of fun, and we've had a ton of fun putting this together, and I can't believe how much we have done and since July 4th, and in fact, it was kind of one of those spontaneous suggestions from you, actually. I think you said, because, well, let me back up a little bit.
Yeah, how did this start anyway?
Well, because I like the price point of what we have this at, because not everybody can get into a big ticket, and this is the thing, it complements the big ticket program that you and I are doing. So sometimes, let me just explain, sometimes even it might be the mindset, or let's say a person, they get into a big ticket, and of course you want to try to help everybody, right, in this industry as much as possible. So if someone says, you know what, Tammy or Susan, I don't have the 500 to start, then I want a price point around the 250 range. So that's how it started, and that's when I came to Susan, and so she kind of, her and I started talking about that, so you kind of rescued me there. So that's what I wanted to point out tonight. And the thing is it complements one another, because with the big ticket program that you and I do work, we do video too. So that's the cool part about it. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with multiple streams of income, especially when you have in my opinion, when you can set up these sales funnels, because I can't even tell you how many years back I've always had multiple streams of income. And the thing about it is, it's not, like I said, it's not hard, because you have a sales funnel here for this, you can send traffic to, and you have a sales funnel for this, and you can send traffic to for that one. And they're all autopilot. That's the cool part about it. Like right now, Susan and I we're sitting here, and we're getting leads going into our sales funnels while we're talking. So that's the beauty of the internet and how we have our systems set up. So then when you have all these little videos out there that we're going to teach you how to do, that's all driving traffic into your sales funnels, you can be out and about and doing whatever you want to do during the day and be talking to people on your cell phone. It's literally a lifestyle business, because videos are very passive. It's a passive form.
I have to say something.
You have to say something. It's a passive form of marketing. So that's exactly. I know what you're gonna say too. But go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I try to never do that. I was like so excited. Can you imagine the combination of powerful lead generation strategies, like a lead generation expert combining with expert knowledge of how to put that in place and automate it, combined with how to make videos on purpose that convert higher than the average video? Like,
right.
I just realized. I think I almost like realized what we have here. Is that crazy?
Well, and that's what we do. We'll all of a sudden say, wow, that's just a light bulb moment. So we got to write that down. Remember, we got to write these things down as we go.
Yeah. Like, seriously. That's because here's what I did. So I knew that, like, we're getting ready for Monday, and I realized that I wasn't last week, just like different things were going on. So I wasn't progressing as far, and I hadn't started the sales page on Wednesday like I had intended. So I knew that I was going to be behind on the 8 ball. So Thursday, I ordered extra, like I planned extra ad placements than I would typically do, and put it out like for a month's time, knowing that, okay, I'll be doing this stuff and working over here, so I want to automate this big ticket more than I even typically do. So that's what I did, and I also pushed hard and did one of our strategies extra last week, so that now this is autopilot. And when was it? Well, last evening. The prospects are still coming in, and it's all from stuff that was just automated. And actually, I don't even know what happened today, because I've been so much in the site that, like, it's all happening today. I know there was leads coming in and everything, but I don't even know what was happening. So that's how automated you can set it up once you learn all of these strategies. And I was doing automation and lead generation. Email marketing has been my thing as well the whole time. But Tammy's additional expertise and knowledge has stepped what I was already doing, which was already effective, but she's stepped my game up. So
exactly. And the cool part about it, Susan, is it's always an evolving thing. Like, in other words, the internet is so fast moving, but there is one thing that stays, and it's video. And I think I'll explain this in other parts of the material, but we go into that a little bit about how video and even Periscope now, the thing is like people just, it's live. I've tried a few Periscopes, but I prefer Google Hangouts, but it's literally the next, not next, it's going to just be huge. And more than 50% of the businesses out there now use video. Even my husband's business with real estate, and how he generates leads for his real estate business is going to start with video. So that's the cool part about this product. I just wanted to say is that I had to kind of do some research. This product can actually help any niche. It doesn't have to be the home-based business niche. It can be, like my past and my current now, because of the progression that we're heading but it can help real estate investors, it can help mortgage brokers, you know, it can help anybody in any niche. And that's the cool part about it. If you want to be a local business expert, for instance, you can learn some of these strategies and then put your business out on the map with video. Isn't that powerful?
That is super powerful. Yesterday, I had an appointment with my mortgage specialist, and she was telling me how she's a bit frustrated with two things. The company, the umbrella that she works under, their email system, she has to pay for, and I believe they're obligated to use that CRM that they have in place, but they don't have the ability to schedule emails. And she's also a mom of two or three kids, so she works around what her family's needs. So she writes her emails before she goes to sleep at night, or sets them up and sends them, because she wants them to be in her clients' and prospects' inboxes in the morning. So they get emails from her at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, and she was wishing that she could schedule that, and she doesn't know why that isn't available. And then she was talking about the expense of advertising with Yellow Pages, and that she would really, her website it doesn't really look appealing, and she'd really like to get out there. And so I mentioned how powerful video was. Oh no, I'm not doing video. So
Yeah.
she's going to have a look at it, and she's totally, by the end of a conversation, I mean, it was a conversation to open her mind for it, and she's open to it, and she wants to learn more about it now. So yeah, so that's mortgage. Actually, any profession, because everybody, even Walmart and McDonald's, needs traffic, right?
Absolutely.
Everybody needs traffic. Everybody needs eyes on their business, their service, or their product. It depends how you do it. And the effective way is to create evergreen content that's going to reach and be relevant to the people and the right people that you're talking to. So how do you do that? Do you just does it just happen? No, I don't think so.
No.
There was a few keywords in there, not sure.
Yeah, I noticed that. See, this hangout that we're doing right now, this is actually gonna rank. So there you go. We know just a few things about video.
Yeah. Forgive me, filter everything I'm saying right now. I'm tired.
Yeah. I asked you how much sleep you had, and you said you had 2 hours. I said, I think I beat you by 3. I had 5 hours last night. So
we really wanted to bring this to you. And I mean, this is a soft launch, but we really wanted to pick a date and just do it and do our best. And it's not perfect. We give you our word it's our name. Like, this is important to us. So we give you our word that it will roll out as smoothly as possible, and it's all there. Like, the content is there. It's just, it's not perfect, and I guess it never will be. And
you know what?
I'm being too analytical of my stuff.
Yeah,
so
I was just gonna say
I
that.
accept that. I'll accept that. I'm okay with that.
You are probably the perfectionist when it comes to websites. And it looks phenomenal. It's a phenomenal sales page and a phenomenal system. Phenomenal.
Well, if I'm going to represent you as well, I want to do a good job.
Yeah, it's an excellent job.
It's important to me. It's important. Should we show them some?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's show them.
I haven't popped over to the what? Okay. Do you have any inboxes? Like, are we missing questions? Because there sure is a lot of people. There's actually so many people. I'm kind of nervous. I only like 5 people on the Hangout. I get nervous.
Oh, do we have a lot of people?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to say is that when we do training videos, I specifically do them on purpose now because of what Susan's taught me. And the thing about training videos is that it doesn't go on and on. And I have to say this again to my engineer friend that's listening. He said, you know what I don't like about training is that they talk about themselves for about an hour before they even get into any nitty-gritty. And I says, believe me, I know. I've been to real estate conventions where the speaker will tell them a long story about how many properties they've done and this and that, and it's like, really? I just, we get down to the nitty-gritty. So we get down to the strategies, and we get right to it. So that's what I wanted to say. I'm going to find his name, though, by the time this is done, Susan.
Okay.
Can't keep saying engineer friend.
So I'm just going to open one more page, and then maybe I'll do a screen share.
Okay.
There's a couple of the dots that aren't connected, so.
Joe. That's his name.
Joe.
Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, but then they're going to see all of it.
Should we make them wait until after the hangout? Just give them the link to go to.
That's up to you.
No, actually, it's fine. It's up to you. This is what we do too. She'll say, "No, it's up to you," and I'll say, "No, it's up to you." And then we compromise. So we're good at compromising.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go look on the watch page and see. This was really bothering me all day. I'm just gonna put it out there. It was really bothering me all day because when I invite people to hangouts, or if I'm hosting a hangout, I like people to come to a place. Like when you meet with someone, you like to choose a good place. So I like to have a place. I build a page always, and I just couldn't get a page built. So sending people out to any old link, like they're not sitting on their page.
No, this is fine.
See, that's how weird I am.
To do today.
I was a good girl. I let it go, but
That's good.
Tammy helped me with that.
We felt like we were preparing for a college exam.
Yeah.
Didn't we though?
Yes.
I said, this is like cramming for a college exam.
Yep.
We did it.
It's not wanting me to have the links for a second. It does that. Okay. Got it. So before we decide if we're gonna share the page until we give out the link, we can talk about exactly what it is. So we kind of alluded, right?
Right. It's up to you if you want to show the page. I mean, totally up to you.
Okay. I'll do it. I don't.
Because you got the controls, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll do it. So I'll open this page.
I'll put my list back over here while you're doing that.
Okay. I have to let it fully load because it takes a little bit. Well, this is live. Okay. Drum roll.
Drum roll. And keep in mind, this is member to member, and I just wanted to say that that's always what I look for in any business model, because I've had horror stories after horror stories. My good friends Lavette, Mary Beth, Ulysses. I mean, I can name all these names. Everybody that's known me for a few years knows that, you know, you want to get paid direct, member to member, no matter what, because it's ridiculous when companies hold up checks. So that's one of the things I always look for in an opportunity, and that's what I think a lot of people look for. In fact, Joe, I was talking to him, keep referencing Joe, but he thought that was just the coolest thing. So you don't have to wait for a company to pay you out. It's a big benefit.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just want to mention that.
And I never, until I worked with you, I never had member to member.
Right.
So I really like it.
Yeah. It's instant.
What a concept.
I know. Exactly.
I can see my screen. It's doing that tunnel thing.
Yep, I can see it though.
You can see it now?
Yep.
Okay, here it is. So it's catchy. 200 cash creation.
It's awesome.
That tells you what the price point is. So we're at a $200 price point. Member to member, directly paid. You decide how you want to get paid. Paid directly to you. And then, because all of the product is hosted on the site and we are going to keep it updated, there's downloadable PDFs, there's interactive, there's mind map training, and a list of suggested reads, downloadable PDFs for books that we've read, enjoyed, know that they've had profound change in people's lives. So that with all of that, and we'll also do just regular upgrades, hangouts. We do hangouts every Wednesday, hangout with mentors. So, I mean, we're just going to always be providing value. So $29.95 a month for the admin fee. And that gives you access to all of that. So we have a video marketing on purpose training product, marketing strategy, lead generation, target audience, daily marketing method of operation, all packaged under one umbrella with the intention of taking you and your business to the next level. That's it. When you lock arms with us, you open the gateway to unstoppable and cash creation, and there's your copy right there. You just place ads and let's go. So it just goes through all that and in more detail. So essentially what you're going to get when you join, there'll be a short sales page. So essentially, really, this says it all right here, right? Would you agree, Tammy?
Absolutely.
All right, right up to this point. So real simple. Mm-hmm. And this is 13-minute video, right, Tam?
Yes.
Yeah.
13 minutes.
So this is really all you need. And there'll be the option if you want to use this long sales page. You won't want to yet because, of course, it has to be fixed.
No, it's perfect.
It just goes into all the detail because if there's any questions, this is what people want. And this part is important. So this part, yes, will be on the short sales page and the long one. So these, here is 6 people who, and there's actually more. I just honestly didn't have time to put them on here. So some of them are beta testers who have already gone through the entire product, used it, and had results. Some of them are people who have had huge results with these exact marketing methods that Tammy has been using, sharing, and training on. And there's an overlap of some people that have worked with both of us, and they're going to tell you. So these are not Fiverr bot testimonials; they're real. So there you go. So that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Everything's real, right?
Absolutely.
As it is. So then this gives you an idea. It's just really going to be kept simple. So essentially what happens for the direct member-to-member purchase, there's going to be the $200 purchase, and you're going to purchase it directly from the person that invited you by their choice. So for us, for example, it's going to be a direct click here, you pay with your credit card, and you can buy. So this is how you instruct your people as you are promoting it, that it's direct payment. Once that payment is made, you need to send an email to admin@200cashcreation.com with proof of payment. And then you move on over to, do I have them in the right order? No, of course not. Why would I do that? The registration page. Oops. No, you can't see that.
Oh, you're just showing them the members area. Oh no. Sneak peek.
I am looking. Oh, I know which one I didn't put on. The pay for the registration page.
Oh yeah, I have that in my document.
Anyways,
you don't go for 2 hours of sleep though.
yeah, right. Okay.
You have all your pages memorized.
I should actually, but I don't. So it's a simple PayPal transaction where you agree to pay the monthly membership, and the site is all secure, encrypted, so we will see as soon as you start the membership, we'll see as soon as you stop the membership. It's all just set up like that. It's super simple, and this is the front of the site.
Sure.
Did I miss anything, Tammy? Should I show anything else?
Let me just bring up something here. 1 second. Just looking for my page that I have. There was one other page, wasn't there, Susan?
Yep.
Okay. Well, if they want to get started tonight, I think that's probably the key, is to just tell them which link so they can create their account and then get their pages.
Okay.
That's them. Because then it'll just be great. But that was a great demonstration, and it was a nice little sneak peek of what they are going to get.
Exactly. So the first page that you need to go to excuse me, is 200cashcreation.com. And Tammy, I just want to check one thing with you.
Sure.
Because we were talking about that before, and I forget which one we wanted them to go to. The video, okay. Right? /video.
Yes.
You want them to start there?
Yep. Have them start there.
Okay.
They can see the whole funnel, and that's just another little bit of training that I went into a little earlier. But the thing is how I do bring in so many, member-to-member payments, and it's because of a good converting capture page that Susan is excellent at tweaking, making sure it converts, and then with my marketing wording, we've just literally put together an awesome capture page that you'll have, and then an awesome converting sales page. So with the combination of that, you don't have to do any telling, selling, explaining of this. I mean, literally, this does an awesome job. It's one of the best sales pages I've ever seen before. And so that's the key, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
What's that now?
Oh yeah, and it will. I don't have any doubt. This is new software that I was working with, so I've been fussing about because it's not I want stuff to go here, and it says drag and drop, but it drops it where it wants to.
Really?
So yeah. Anyway, yes, it will absolutely convert. Oh yeah, and on the inside is 6 steps to persuasive copy. Like that's the kind of stuff we have in there for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you didn't mention that one. That's a nice little bonus.
Yeah. Grab, consume, and use. Literally, that was the process that we're thinking of what we decide to put in here. Grab it, consume it, put it into action, and you're just going to run with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So go to 200cashcreation.com/video, and I'll get right there right quickly and get the dots connected, because they're not right now.
See, you like to do things spontaneous while we're actually in the moment.
That's right. Yeah, like I literally made the payment button live while we were doing this, because it's like a freeze frame moment. It's really important. This is really important. This has been something that I've dreamed of doing. This has been something that Tammy's dreamed of doing, and we're both helping each other achieve huge dreams, because we want to help you do the same. I just don't know what could be more huge. It's magical.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
I have no
it really
problem saying that. Like, I am not a hype person. I'm not about hype. Like, even to sell something, I will not hype it up. So this isn't hype. Like, this is just true.
And the thing is like I can't help sometimes being so excited. I think I left you like 3 or 4 messages today, and I'm just like, she's probably like, oh my God, she's just like really pumping me up. But that's just how I am. I you know, when I see something and I like it, I get excited, and you know, just like when team members call me or text me or something like that, I'm super excited for them. You know, have so much fun. You know, I've had so much fun.
But that's what I need, Tammy, because I'm so laid back. Like, you're the Joe.
Like, you're very laid back. And I'm like, let's go, let's rock and roll, let's get some rock and roll music going today. You know?
And I'm like, oh, well,
I think I tried that on one of the hangouts too, and that totally distracted your mind. I think I played the rock star, you know, music right before one of our other hangouts, you know?
Yeah.
And it didn't go well in the beginning for you to open it up, because it just like, you know, but yeah, and that's the cool part about it is, you know, just the your calmness helps me. So
because I'm like, like, okay, we have to be here. Let's find the calm, the focus, the zen. And if something like disturbs it, then I'm all like, okay, well, now what? And I have to find that calm again. So
right,
it's a very awesome balance.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a good balance.
Yeah, and you know what? But the hour before tonight, I was actually really nervous. This is great. I'm all happy now and excited. Like, I can't wait to finish connecting the dots, because I know there's a list of people that have been waiting to buy, and I'm sorry, you guys, to make you wait, but you have to wait till it's all together, and now it is. Anyway,
I have quite a list building. Yes, I have quite a list building.
Yeah, reading. And so for the hour before this, I was honestly really, I was anxious, and not in a bad way, but just like, am I ready? I don't have my T's crossed and my I's dotted, but the product is ready. It's just the process, the payment process and the membership and stuff that was different to put together, because you want to make sure you set a good foundation. We don't want the wheels to fall off. So that's the only process. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. So?
Well, I think we've covered everything, and yeah, absolutely. I mean, and
it's been fun.
Yeah, you want to jump aboard? I mean, that's just going to be a great ride, and like I said, it's going to help any business that you're doing. So you can either buy it just to consume Susan's products and my marketing. You know, you can use it for other businesses, and you know what? That's the cool thing that I've always done well with is lead generation tools. I've made a fortune with just, you know, you name it, to help internet marketers. We're not competition with anyone. This is a program that is not in competition with any other program. We enhance everybody's program. So even if you are doing an MLM and you love your MLM, and that's great, because I'm passionate about other business models, and I know it's going to help other entrepreneurs that I know. So that's the cool part about how we have this set up, is that it is truly generic. So that's why we love how we got this set up. Just really jazzed about it.
No distraction, nothing. It's just
No, exactly.
do it at your own pace and let's go.
Let's go. Change a lot of lives. Absolutely.
Oh, can we say one more thing and then we should say goodbye because we have lots of stuff to do.
Yes.
This is a soft launch. I think we both mentioned that a few times. But Tammy has mentioned this in a few videos. If you're not aware, and if you are aware, this is a good trigger too. The timing is really key. So the time of year, we're just past the middle of July. Come right at the beginning of September starting and into the fall is every year predictable as something. I don't know. I don't have a metaphor for that. Anyway, it's predictable. We know that the
predictable as the snow comes down, right?
Yeah, well, that weird. Yes, that's actually what I was going to say. But then I thought, well, snow isn't always predictable. Sometimes it snows and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, really. She has to deal with this all the time. So anyway,
we're always saying the same. We always think the same things.
The most business startups happen then. Like it's the busiest time of year for business startups or business accelerations. People are expanding, people are scaling up or starting new businesses. So that's why as we started the conversation, we decided, well, let's go. Like now is the time. So this is the soft launch to make sure everything is rolling out smoothly, enhance things as we need to, test it, tweak it, and then it's going to be ready to do a bigger launch. And guess who that helps? Guess who that benefits? The launch with the punch.
The people that are in.
Yes, that's key. So
absolutely,
we don't have a date set in place, but we were thinking the middle of August to give lots of time to build the momentum. We'll communicate that with you guys, but that is key. That is really key to be in place to grab within the massive action, grab that momentum and ride the wave. So that's what's going on.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that. In fact, I'll be dropping some really good golden nuggets on how to do that with video. Like I said, that's my favorite part is helping people build that momentum and just having an explosive August, September, October. August actually gets busy. It's been busy in July for me.
Yeah.
So with this economy and people that are looking for ways to make money online, there really is. It used to be a huge dive in June and July, you know, but it's been steady the past couple of years for me. So, and then it peaks, and then that's why I said when you get in now, you get set up now, you get your everything set in place. It's just going to be a huge fall. So that's pretty awesome. I'm actually getting texts and I'm actually getting emails already, Susan, so I think they're ready to go. Yay.
Sorry.
She's talking to her kids.
Yes. See, this happens among.
Oh, yeah. Say, hey, we're just stay-at-home moms.
Exactly.
Yep. So I'm getting texts already, so everybody's ready to start signing up, believe it or not.
So we better get off this so that I can get my get those dots connected, right?
Okay, you get your dots connected, and people are waiting in the wings.
I was just going to close with just one statement to what you were talking about. If anybody knows, and I've helped a good handful of people launch products, launch membership sites, do that kind of thing, because that's just what I did for a while. But if anybody can create momentum, it's this lady here. So, yeah. Tammy knows.
Thank you.
She knows how to do that. And thank you again so much.
Thank you, Susan.
What a ride.
Very, very grateful. It's going to be an awesome ride. I'm excited.
To all you guys watching, keep in touch. Get back to us. Everything is live, so if you're ready now, go ahead. If you want to go through the sales page, watch that 13-minute video. We'll get that to you, and I will see you in the next hangout.
Sounds good. Awesome. Thanks, Susan.
Thank you, Tammy.